So we are doing, as mentioned by the minister, we are doing quite a lot of work. Could I please have the front lights dimmed, guys? Thank you. And I'm going to beam the front. So we want to thank you, Mrs. Makombe Ndasenda, MD. And we want to thank you, Mr. Douglas Runganga, MD, Advantage Health. And what we've done for you guys here, your health is your wealth. I don't know for you, but I'm planning to live longer. Honestly, I'm not going to work hard like this and just leave the money for everybody behind me to enjoy it, okay? So, part of that process is to take care of you first. And how do you do that? You have to take control of your health. You do not need to wait to see a doctor for you to be healthy. And that's the motto for Checkup Health. So, the 2 killer diseases in Zimbabwe, top of the range, the Range Rovers of killing people in Zimbabwe, is your blood pressure and your type 2 diabetes. How many of us, don't mind your age, how many of us do check their blood pressure often in this room? Okay, so that's a smaller number, right? So today, we have got, sister, can you stand up for us? And can you come to the front? I want you to model to the front so they see you. We have got this beautiful sister, our staff nurse. She works at our Checkup Health clinic. And their job is to run a digitally run clinic, which runs on laptops and computers. You don't need to go to Rua for your health to be managed. Imagine, you don't need to be in Rua. Yeah, you don't need to be in Rua. So what we've done for you is the app, Checkup Health app, is available to download right now today. Checkup Health, it's on your Android and on your iOS. We are saying, don't die prematurely and say ndakarowa nezvino. I believe hakuna zvishiri zvinorowa vanhu because zvishiri izvozvo is you not monitoring your blood pressure. The biggest shishiri in town is hypertension. Because it hits you just like that and you're gone, it doesn't matter your age. It now doesn't matter your age, especially post-COVID. And when we have done the project that we do, we go around churches, around schools, around communities. We work with local communities, giving out BP machines and diabetes checking machines. And people realize that they're actually diabetic or hypertensive. They didn't know. Okay? So, all we are saying is, get started today if you're planning to live longer. Otherwise, stop working because you've got no reason to work hard. So, blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, remotely monitored because you check your blood pressure and your sugar. Put it in your app, guys. This becomes your friend. It will just tell you what your blood pressure is, what your sugar is, day-to-day management, and as the graph, you will start to see when things start to change. It will tell you and you can start to take action. So we've just put that for you. So sister is also thinking the team is going to get your blood pressure tested today. Because we want to see, hopefully what we've discussed today hasn't made it shoot up, okay? And I hope you're okay. So yeah, that's that. And then now back to our program. So, today's summit was supposed to be, we are a collection of passionate, talented, growth-oriented entrepreneurs. There's nothing really special about us from you guys, honestly. You can be doing exactly what we are doing. We are just passionate. And we like to see everyone rise because there is no excuse. There is no excuse for you to be excluded in the digital economy. There is absolutely no excuse. Our mission is to build one global entrepreneur ecosystem, connecting entrepreneurs and investors, researchers and policymakers and more. Hence the reason why we have the ministry represented today. Because we are saying that without the ministry, who are the policymakers, we cannot make things happen in Zimbabwe. We are going to need their support, right? And how do we need their support? We can lobby and have conversations with them. The challenges, things that you guys are facing can be communicated back. We can also know where they're going with the country agenda. Investors, now. Investors, I'm an investor in my other life. And we've done it in Investor Summit 2 years ago where I came just for us to listen to entrepreneurs pitching. And trust me, for you to be investor ready, it's a big job. you will need people to support you, because investors want to know that if I put my 5,000, my 10,000, my 100,000, how am I going to get my money back? So you are going to realize that the level where you are probably doing enough to run a family business or run a business that you just have enough money to make it work and live a good life. But really, for you to make your business investor ready, it must be solving a big problem. It must be scalable. And it must make sure that if investors put their money into it, they are going to have their return on investment. So part of the workshops that we are going to be doing via YouTube and via my channel is to be beaming into you guys and having these conversations and give you insight. For you to be investor ready, do 1, 2, 3. For you to grow, do 1, 2, 3. So that's what we are looking to achieve, and hopefully that's why we wanted to launch it today. So that when we are now doing it, we've got the support of the policymakers. Like we are saying, the government is saying they need investment to come into Zimbabwe, but investors will not invest in businesses that are dysfunctional. They will not invest in businesses that are struggling to make it work. And the policymakers are part of the decision makers, like she was saying. They struggle to get licenses until now because someone had to keep pushing. And so, this is the first one in Zimbabwe, and we are hoping to be coming back. So before I close, I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask me questions, because you asked everybody else. I'm just going to give people a few questions, and then we will be closing. Anyone who has got a specific question they want to ask me. Thank you. Yes, 2 people already. And as we do that, can I have the young entrepreneurs to the stage, please? The people who supplied us the drinks today. The 2 entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for this event. I was so happy to connect with entrepreneurs and to learn from you all. So my question is directed at Fungai Ndemera, since you are more involved in health tech. So I would like to know, how are you leveraging or planning to leverage on blockchain technology for your company, or what are your perspectives on the implementation or adoption of blockchain in healthcare in Zimbabwe? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for that. Can I listen to the other question and also answer together at the same time? There's another question over there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Fungai, I have a question. I understand that Checkup Health does patient monitoring and tests online. I wanted to ask, how do you manage patients after the testing online? Yeah.
Thank you. And I'm going to ask this young girl to come to the front. You're going to be amazed. She's an entrepreneur. I'm going to ask you to come to the front. Thank you. So to answer the question around blockchain, so we haven't yet applied blockchain, but we have looked and scoped how we are going to apply it. We are going to use it to manage the the patient record journey. Because from the minute the journey of the data is created at the beginning of the journey, it's all about ownership, right, and tracking. And we believe that a Checkup Health data, your health records, they belong to you. And the decision making of who you want to share those records and where you want them to go sit with you. So our aim is to empower the patient. And we are going to be applying blockchain to make that whole journey connected back to the patient, and then the decisions about that health record is going to be stuck with the patient. But it's such a long journey, but this is where we are. Does that answer your question? Thank you. Okay, so I have got this amazing young lady here. This lady, she saw me somewhere, I don't know, the power of online. We spoke about online, right? Can you tell us a little bit about your business?
My name is Tananto Chenga. I'm a medical laboratory scientist by profession. I'm working on opening my own medical laboratory. That's why you heard me asking Fungai about patient management, because I understand that when you have a lab, patients come, and when they get their results, we are trained. She's a nurse, I'm a medical laboratory scientist. We are counseling courses where you know how to manage a patient. let's say maybe they get a positive result, you know how to talk to them. So my question was, a patient tests themselves at home, they get their results. Sometimes they might not want to get back to you because of what they've seen on their results. So how are they doing it? How are they managing patients on and online actually? And sorry, I have two questions. My first question is I want. The second one is our system in Zimbabwe, the way I understand it, health professions, that includes doctors, laboratories, we're not allowed to market digitally, right? But I heard the minister saying they're supporting it. So what are we going to do about that, about the marketing? Because some people offer better services and some you don't know. But then how are we going to improve the marketing, or how am I going to support my business if I'm not allowed to market it online?
Thank you. You've asked very amazing questions. So, with regards to Checkup Health ecosystem, that's why we are calling it an ecosystem. Because Checkup Health is a platform that allows service providers, clinicians, to come and manage the health and the needs of the patient. So if the patient have put their results and they need a practitioner, that's where you come in. So you will have a Checkup Health dashboard where information can be shared with you and say, we've got this patient, of course with the patient's consent. And you will have, the patient will have chosen to say, this is the person that I'm interested in, or we give them the choice, then they can choose from it. So we are creating a whole ecosystem to make sure the patient receives all the services, one-stop shop. Yeah? And then secondly as well, we are making Checkup Health relevant to the ethnicity. We've been talking about data, intelligence and all that. We want our system to be intelligent to serve the racially diverse. We are not focusing on the white population. We are saying our population is people who look like me, and we want people who look like us to be meeting our needs. So for example, from where I live in the UK, we have got whiter people than myself. And the person who's whiter than me might not understand my skin problem, right? So we are bringing that ecosystem together. Secondly, to answer your question around what we are doing about marketing. Trust me guys, Checkup Health team, we have been on this agenda since 2016. We have attended most of the doctors' medical conferences they have in Victoria Falls, and they have some in Nyanga. She knows some of our journey. And that has been a very difficult conversation to have. But the good news is, definitely what the minister has said, is that they have taken on board what you've said, and they have got a draft bill. From where I sit, the last time I heard it was in draft. I'm not sure when it's going to be approved. But the good news is they are reviewing their processes. So these conversations are important for us to be putting our challenges forward so that they can listen to them and then they can enact the bills as required. Yeah? So somebody was going to answer as well.
There's a concept of content marketing in digital marketing, where the idea is not about marketing or about selling about the whole product. It's not about the product, but it's about the conversation and the advice that you're giving about a certain area, about the content that you're giving about a certain topic and the like. So that can also be a way you can enter into that. Because I think most of us know Millionairemindset. Most of us know Dr. Chimenza, who went on to become, I wouldn't say these are the top practitioners in their field, but they brought themselves forward through content marketing, where Dr. Chimenza and Millionairemindset were always in the newspaper every week in, week out. So when I'm now looking for an expert in that field, chances are I would go to Millionairemindset because I feel he knows his stuff. I'll go to Dr. Chimenza. So in the same way, maybe you're looking at your area of medical laboratories, where you are looking at what are issues around a discussion. You build a discussion around medical laboratories, medical testing and the like. You post that on social media or on your website, and you're posting every time you're posting that. That is not marketing, or that is not advertising. But when we look at you, we all see you as an expert in that area. The the moment I want to go or to look for a laboratory, chances are I'll look for you and I'll come to your laboratory. Then if you build your name, if you build a brand from there.
I was going to add lastly to say, don't think about it as marketing, but we have got, you are young, so platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. What conversations are people having as problems that you can just be there chatting and talking about? Outside your professional hat, but staying in a certain lane, conversations about certain information. By doing that, you will start to grow your audience. And then as people ask you questions, come to your inbox, you can then direct them to your website. So guys, this is the next upcoming generation of entrepreneurs. Can we clap hands for them? And then, we need the directors in the house. Mrs. Makombe, can you come forward? I need you to tell me as a business, as a brand, what are you going to do for my young entrepreneurs? Thank you.
Thank you. No, you didn't. Thank you. I think before I comment from my desk side, let me comment as a mother. I think my heart went out. 15-year-old, and they're thinking of making money. Well done, guys. Then I'll refer you to my team outside. I would want to give you our platform to sell your products. But we also want you to sell our products so that it adds onto your range of products. You'll have our support. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Mr. Runganga, can you come forward and tell us what you're going to do about for our young lab scientists, being as you are in health yourself? Thank you.
Okay, quite exciting. We are on the verge of starting our own medical service that includes a lab. And we would want to partner with you in that journey so that you don't struggle on the capital. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. I thought it wouldn't be fair if I didn't also offer what I do have in my pocket. I do have a fund, and that's for all of you. It's up to $200,000 per innovator. That is for innovators who are in the food, water, and energy nexus. So you log into our website, which is We4F. We4F.org. And then I will give my details so that if you have any questions, you can come up. But I would personally want to mentor you to go through the journey.
Thank you. I have got another SME sitting there. Can you come forward? Can you come forward? All SMEs, I'm going to put you on the spot. I need you to do something for my young people. This lady here, she's sitting there quietly looking pretty. She's an amazing businesswoman running successful veterinary business in Zimbabwe. Can you tell us about your project? And then after you tell us about your business, you will tell me what you will do for my young people. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Hello the tech people. I'm sure we are all digitalized, right? Yes, my name is Loveness Ndemera. I'm the Managing Director for Farm Distributors. If you are going along 2nd Street, just by corner 2nd Street and Kenneth Counter, you see a veterinary shop there that sells animal health products and agrochemicals and other farming implements. That's what we do. As an upcoming entrepreneur, I would like to say, maybe to thank the boys, maybe to say thank you very much. And as you start your journey, it's not an easy journey, but I think with what I'm seeing in you, you are going to make it. We can venture together, maybe because I was actually thinking, I want to sell Hodzeko, you know the Hodzeko milk. And I think with them, we can partner well and do very well. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. So can you see the power of networking? So before you leave today, we have got, our event was booked till 1, but actually we put till 1 o'clock so that we have got an extra time till 2 o'clock. Okay? So we will be closing and we will be leaving time for you. But before we close, I can't close without calling forward my amazing boyfriend to the front. I have got a Ben 10. No, stay. I have got a Ben 10 this one. Okay? My rider guy. Thank you so much. This guy was here till late, jamming all these plants into this room. Imagine. We were here till about 9 and the girls. So thank you so much. I'm going to ask him to say a word. Go ahead.
He always asks this. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for all of you for coming. And it's very good when we see people coming together for one common good. As entrepreneurs, myself included, my journey has always been with this woman. So it's a team that is not only male. Thank you so much for coming. And for young entrepreneurs here, I've been talking to them outside, and they are in need of machinery. So I'm thinking that maybe after this course, I'll talk to them and
Thank you so much. Thank you. So can you guys have a picture?